Here's an AMI This Week shortcut with Laura Bain.
Jenna Reed-Cote is an ambassador for the Rick Hansen Foundation and one of 3 ambassadors from across Canada featured in the upcoming AMI special, Speaking Up. Jenna is also the creator of the health app Medical and Motivation. Jenna is joining me from her home in Vancouver. Jenna, thank you so much for joining me.
Well, thank you so much for having me and giving me this platform and this opportunity to work with you guys.
Can you tell me about the app that you've created, Medical and Motivation?
Yes. So that came out of the worst time of my life, a time where I almost lost my life and was in the ICU and was really angry because I had felt like I'd become a professional patient. I was trained to advocate from my parents who are lawyers. And I found myself in a series of very unfortunate events where all the communication broke down and everything that could go wrong did go wrong. And so I ultimately went from that victim mentality when I got out of the ICU to the survivor mentality. And I said, okay, I need to go back to basics and really put down on paper what I've learned and how I can be more effective as my own advocate and as a patient. And so what I ultimately developed with my company, Phoenix Attitude, was this tool, which I consider a healthcare sidekick that helps you take your medication and know about the medication. So you got the medication section, the doctor section, so you know who's on your team and what they do, what their specialty is. And you can prepare for appointments and even upload video and audio recordings from the appointments into the appointment section. Because when we're in the appointment, usually we're not really able to stay too present. Either we're concerned about making sure we have retained all of the details and names of things we've never heard of before, or we could get hit with bad news and everything kind of goes blank. And so having that opportunity to go back and listen and in your safe space, I found it so important. But the medical side of things, it's not just, again, about the body and the challenges you face, the conditions you have. It's really important to fortify that spirit that you have. And so that's why I added the motivation section, where you can go to the Pinterest page that we have through the app and get motivated, with content, or you can be cheered up, by the content. There's a cheer up board, and there's even boards that relate to very specific conditions. So you can see, what are other people doing? How is that helping them on their journey? Would that work for me? All of this is building confidence to know what works for you and what doesn't. And then the ability to communicate with their team, because we are the most important member of our healthcare team. We are the expert on us. And we have been training literally all our lives to become that expert. And that is a power I really want patients and people to see in themselves.
It sounds like an excellent resource. So how can people access it?
So it's available for free in the App Store and on Google Play for Android users. And you just search Medical and Motivation. And I think it's a human right to have a tool like this, which is why it's free. We all have enough problems as it is, and we all deserve having that tool at our disposal, at our fingertips, especially when we're going through challenging times, so that we still have that opportunity to get the most relevant and accurate information into the hands of the people trying to get us better.